Live and in living color from Tournament da Pizza. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Good.
Man, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I swear time flies. Life flies.
I don't know. It's felt like I've been since that fight on Saturday.
Yeah, fight was Saturday.
I've been excited to get back in and talk about everything that's been going on.
No, I'm sure. And there is a great deal to talk about, starting with my dilemma, or a dilemma, because I'm no longer doing the rankings for the UFC. But I sat there as I watched Alex fight. I sat in the press conference after as Alex talked. And there is some, what word am I looking for? Validity to him possibly being the pound-for-pound king.
I agree.
It's the one thing that I want to be careful of is I and we all, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Kamaru fights in a couple weeks or months or whatever it is, and then he's the greatest.
Yeah.
But what Alex has done, and to arguably the greatest of all time in that division, dominant. That was dominant.
Yeah.
3 times in a row dominant.
Well, no, the last one wasn't dominant.
Yes.
Some people even thought, that Holloway won.
Exactly. But he pitched a shutout on Saturday. I mean, Holloway had nothing for him. He couldn't make any adjustments. I was very, very impressed. I thought after watching the last fight that Holloway's last 2 fights, the one he had against Volk and then the one he had against, I'm blanking on his name right now, but he put on great performances, and I thought he was going to come out and do a lot of good boxing and head movement like he had done, and Holloway, he couldn't hit him. He couldn't hit him, and he couldn't just get out the way, so it was very impressive by Volk.
What was your thoughts?
I agree. I mean, I think, he's got the claim. I mean, I think who's going to touch him in that division? No, there's no one.
But I will go back to your point, Randy. As far as pound for pound goes, I think we need to wait until see Kamaru fight first before you can go and make that leap and put Volk over. Because if you go back, Kamaru's last 3 fights, he's been dominant and he's won those without a doubt. The Colby one was a little.
Yeah, but you can fuck Colby and Masvidal, and he's not fighting a Holloway who is.
But you have to understand, it's his division. You can't blame.
Wait a second.
Right.
Wait a second. Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah, because he disrespected Colby Covington.
Yes.
He's not amazing. Colby Covington's a great fighter. He's a phenomenal fighter.
It's the same thing that Holloway's run into. Like, there's that one guy that figures out your puzzle, and you can't beat. It's the Khabib to McGregor. It's the Covington to Kamaru.
Hold on. You just said that Usman's not beating anybody when he's soundly beat the number 2 guy? Colby Covington would be your champion
For a long time.
if Usman was not there.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Who do you think could beat Covington? Seriously. You may get fired today for stupidity.
No, I mean,
no one has come close.
yeah, I mean,
For a long time.
Not for a while. Yeah, there's nobody in that division right now.
For a long time. No, I don't agree with that.
Who's in? Well, I'll give you the top.
It's just so this is the problem, right? And we're going to talk about Izzy later, but this is the problem that happens.
Just remember one thing when you talk, Izzy.
Yeah.
I can do your job. You can't do mine. He said that, right? That's how he ended the press conference.
Oh, I did not.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't watch press conference.
Okay, we'll talk about as he said.
This is what happens when guys get so great. You start to kind of brush off their wins because you're like, oh, there's nobody in there. Well, yeah, because he just beat everybody up. John Jones, for years, they said the light heavyweight division is dead. There's no parity. There's no competition because John was beating everybody up. As soon as he leaves, now there's all these guys who are like, wow, he's a good fighter. Wow, he's a good fighter. Wow, he's a good fighter. Yeah, they've been good fighters. But they had no chance to shine because they had that one guy in there that was sucking the life out of the division.
And I don't think that John should go up. I don't think that Alex should go up. It's not their job to go look for somebody to fight.
I think for them it's a challenge.
I understand the challenge.
Yeah.
But, where they give you crap that, you have to go up.
Yeah.
It's one thing if they make the decision. It's one thing if Cowboy makes the decision to fight, not fight. But for fans, for the corporation or whatever, you need to go up because there's no competition. No, you need to find me competition.
Yeah. The thing about it is the UFC has been so blessed with, great fights and, like great stars, really. Fans have kind of gotten kind of greedy, I think. And fans have gotten kind of like entitled into being like, oh, every time you step in there should be some kind of crazy submission or a crazy knockout, and everybody should be a double champ. Like, those things are not normal. Like, they're not normal. Just because you had a Daniel Cormier do it and you had Cejudo and McGregor, like, those guys are all-time greats. Like, it's not a normal thing that happens. You just, I won in this division, I'm going to go do it here. So it's one of those things where they've kind of been spoiled, and so it clouds judgment, I think.
And I know you didn't forget on purpose, but you did forget Amanda as well.
Amanda Nunes.
Yeah,
yes,
because people have come out of the well. You didn't
it
mention
came in my head. I just didn't.
right.
Yeah.
So it's not the norm. I totally agree with you. So we're going to talk more about Saturday night's fights. We're going to talk more about everything that happened out in Las Vegas. A lot of cool stuff still to talk about. But we have another UFC this weekend, and it is kind of cool that it's every weekend.
I love it.
For numerous reasons. We don't have to prepare to do a 2-hour show because there's fights to talk about every single week. Getting back at it this week, and it's been a little while since Ricky's been on. So let's welcome back to the show Ricky Tercios. Ricky, how are you?